K-Money, K-Money, K-Money.
K-Money Quilt. Hi everyone, and welcome to K-Money Quilting. My name's Regina Casimir. How's everyone doing so far? Look at my Winter Kisses green blocks. They're coming along. I'm a little bit behind on this sew along. It's sponsored by Deb, the Pug Mama Quilter. And I finished the red stars already, and now those are the green stars. And I just need the outer part of this 4-patch right here. Ooh, let's see, can my finger do it? The outer part of this 4-patch, and then I can start sewing it all together like a 9-patch. Well, I just wanted to come on to let you know about my spending habits. Remember I told you that this was supposed to be a no buy to 2026? Well, January, I didn't buy anything. Okay. And I started thinking, I gave myself all the way until Houston Festival. First I said a whole year, but I was like, pfft. Then I said, well, let's go up to Houston Festival because, I'm going to want to buy stuff. And then I started thinking, oh my gosh, shop hops are coming in the spring. But I had to tell myself, because I really wanted to go on a shop hop this year. My Crystal Cart and That Crafty Life Rebecca, they went on a shop hop last spring, and it looked so much fun watching their videos that they did when they went all throughout the hill country here in Texas, and just driving around and peacefulness, right? So I wanted to do that, but now I don't think I'm going to be able to do that because I'm going to no buy. Because every time I go into a quilt shop, I feel like I need to buy something. I just can't walk in there. I mean, who just walks in there to just look? You can't. You can't. I proved it. So, Crystal and Rebecca, they live in Austin, and we meet up once a month at a quilt store called So Special Quilts here in San Antonio because we joined a block of the month. Well, I haven't been meeting up with them. I think the last time I met up with them was in November because every time things are coming up in my personal life that I end up having to miss that meeting. I think there was one time where I missed meeting up in our So Special class there. I think it's like 11 o'clock on a Saturday, first Saturday of the month. That I'll meet them later on during the day because they like to go to other stores too. Well, that's what happened a couple of weeks ago. For what month are we? This for February. I had to go get my taxes done on that Saturday, and I had already rescheduled that tax appointment like 3 other times because other stuff kept coming up, and I finally just said, I had to go to the tax thing because I was filing for 2 years, 2024 and 2025. And I knew it was going to be a while because, with the death of my husband, trying to figure out all the stuff. And anyhow, the ladies did come down, and I didn't get to meet them at So Special, but I did meet up with them I told them, I was like, let me know what y'all are doing around 2 o'clock, and we can meet up at Mesquite Bean because I had store credit at Mesquite Bean. And, if I have store credit, I can use my store credit, right? Instead of, that's not really like spending because I had store credit. So we went to Mesquite Bean, and I never even thought about, like, what do I need? That never even crossed my mind. What do I need? I'm going to a quilt store. Do I need something for a project that I'm about to start or I'm in the process of? That didn't occur to me. I don't know why it didn't. I got there and I was like, I knew I had credit, and I went straight to the clearance because I have a really hard time, spending or paying $13.99 a yard. I always have to look at the clearance racks and shop the sales. Sometimes, quilt stores will have their quilting cotton on sale for 30% off or 20% off. But this time they didn't. So I just went straight to the clearance rack, and I found these two polka dots. I love polka dots. This is a black. This is Circulus by, I don't remember who it is, but the fabric line is Circulus, and it's a beigey. It's creamy. The color is better here, but let's look up front. See that? Okay, so that's this one, and I bought the whole bolt that they had in clearance, and it was only like 2¼ yards, and it was $5.99 a yard for this. It was marked. That was the clearance price, was $5.99 a yard. And then I bought this one, and it had the same exact. This is Blackbird Designs. They're both Moda prints, both from Moda. And this is like a maroonish, reminds me of Go Aggies, whoop whoop. Okay. Anyhow, so I bought that too because I don't like to just buy 1 yard and then I don't know. I guess I could just buy 1 yard, but these are so good. You know, you can use these for just about anything. They're, it's a good basic, I thought. And then, I was like, it was already late in the day when I met up with them, and it was on a Saturday, and quilt stores on Saturday here in San Antonio, if they're open, they close around 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. And so it was already late, and I thought the ladies were going to want to already call it a day and say, see ya next month. See you next month, Regina. But they didn't. They wanted to go to another quilt store, and I was like, well, wait, I don't have store credit anywhere else. So we went to another quilt store that we probably won't ever go to again because everything in there, when we walked in there, it just smelled old. Like and it was. They did not have current fabric lines either. And the last time I had went in there before, they had a lot more items in there than they did this time. So I kind of got the suspicion that maybe they're going out of business, but there was no signage about them closing. I asked one of the ladies. They were like, no, we're not closing. I was like, okay. So anyhow, on the drive to that shop, I started thinking to myself, I'm going to want to buy something. I just can't go in there and not buy. So what do I need? And I told myself to just hunt for fat quarters. And because I have 2 graduation quilts that I'm planning on making. One for my daughter. She's graduating from college in May. And I made a quilt for my other daughter that graduated in college from college a couple of years ago. And I made her quilt the colors of her school, which were like mustard, yellow, and black. And I put some hints of, I put some like charcoal grays in there. And I used Zen Chic, one of her lines, because her mustard yellows are awesome. I loved it. And she has, and it's very modern, and that's what my daughter is. She's very minimalistic and bougie kind of person. And so that's what I did for Jess. But now Grace, her school colors are orange and black, and I don't want it to look like Halloweenish, right? Because I really don't, I'm not a Halloween, I mean, not that I don't celebrate Halloween, I just don't care for Halloween fabric. I'd rather do fall. But so I went there with the mindset to look for fat quarters. I already know the quilt pattern that I want to use for her. I don't know the name of it, but I'm going to use a black background, and then it's going to be scrappy orange against a scrappy black background, and it's just going to be rectangles, various sizes of rectangles, like 2.5 by 4.5, 2.5 by 6.5, 2.5 by 8.5. Just I don't know how to explain it, but if I'll pop a picture of a Pinterest what do we call it? Inspo, that's what they say, right? The inspo that I got. Um, so I'll do that. But let me show you. I found these oranges that I thought would, and these are all fat quarters that I thought would go pair up pretty good and not look Halloweeny, right? Okay, so here are the orange fat that I found. I found an orange daisy. It's cute, right? Oh, you can see the ring in my glasses. How yucky. I can't wait for my new glasses to come in because I told the lady when I ordered my new glasses, I was like, I don't want to see reflection of the light in my glasses. She says, well, you might need that anti-reflection. I was like, okay, we'll do it. Let's go. And then this is fossil fern. It's like a tangerine color. Can you, okay, ooh, yeah, it's a tangerine color. And then check out these cute bubbles. Aren't those cute? Oh, can you see it? No. There it is. Cute bubbles. And then here, this looks like a block of I don't know. It looks like a you know what it looks like? This looks like almost like that that foundation paper piecing thing that came in in February Soul Sampler. That's what that looks like. And then I found some black fat quarter. And then here's another one. Okay. So that's what I bought at that other shop for my daughter's quilt. Now I told you I wanted to make 2 graduation quilts. The second graduation quilt is for my second cousin. My cousin's daughter is graduating from LSU. Go Tigers, right? Go Tigers. And their school colors is purple and gold. And thank goodness that Crystal was with me, right? Because she's from Louisiana. And she was able to tell me the correct shades of purple and yellow for this quilt. Now for this quilt, this is what I found my inspo. I'm going to put my inspo picture up here too. It's a half log cabin on point. That's what I'm thinking for this one. It's a half log cabin on point. So I found a fat quarter of grunge. And then when I saw this one, I grabbed it and I was like, oh my gosh, please let there be more. And there wasn't. It was just this one. And then I found this fat quarter. This one's pretty. I know this is a popular basic. I'm not gonna open it up though. Sorry. And then we found some lighter shades that go with those darker shades that play well. And then this one, and it has some metallic-y in there, some silver metallic-y in there. So if you put them all together, because I'm thinking in my head this they go well. And I've got this black polka dot. Let me grab it. I'm not black polka dot. Purple dot. Blah. Purple polka dot. Am I uncovering? It's right here. Remember I got this from Kathy? And I'm hoping that I can use this in the quilt. We'll see. We'll see how that works. It might play good and it may not. So we'll see. But then here's the yellow, the shade of yellow that she told me to start looking for was that shade of yellow. So I'm thinking that this yellow will be the first square, the initial square, and then everything else will be purple in the log cabin. Maybe I'll have some, if I find some other yellows, then maybe I could make another piece of the log cabin out of that yellow. And then they had some remnants, and I couldn't pass this one up because it's black, and it was $3, this remnant. I haven't even opened it to see. It doesn't even say, oh, it's a yard and a quarter. A yard and a quarter for $3. Can't pass that up, right? A yard and a quarter for $3. So maybe this could be used for my daughter's black and orange quilt. So that's why I grabbed that. So that's what I got when I went out with Rebecca and Crystal. The fat quarters were $3 a fat quarter. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 5, that's 11. So 11 times 3, that's 33. And then this $3 thing, so $36. That's okay, right? That's not bad. I didn't go overboard. And anyway, I ended up spending money in February. I did that. And today, because today is Saturday, February 20, what? 21? Yeah, today's February 21. I was out volunteering for school event, and since I was out there on 1604, I needed to go to that So Special shop that we usually meet at because we're in that month and that block of the month thing, and I haven't been going, so I haven't been getting it. So I needed to pick up December's, January's, and February's block of the month, and they were $5 a piece because I hadn't. You don't have to pay the $5 if you show up with your block, the previous block, on the next month. You get it free, right? So that's pretty cool, right? That's why I joined it. I was like, man, are you telling me that I can make a whole quilt with just $5? That's what I thought in my head, right? You go to the first class, you pay, I think it's initial $10. You pay initial $10 and you get your block, and if you take your block made and go to the next month, they give you the next block for free. But if you miss and you have to go back and get your block, then they charge you $5 for that block. So I had to go and get the blocks, and it's Tilda fabric. So that's what the fabric, it's the Christmas line, Tilda's Christmas line. That's what it is. See, I need to make some videos of these blocks that I've made already, and then I'll make videos of what these blocks are. See, it has a picture of the block. Oops. It has the measurements too. Sorry. Well, I don't want to show. I didn't know it had the measurements. So I had to pick up those, but I only paid for 2 of them because the lady said, since you spent $30, you get one of those blocks for free. And well, I spent $30 because they have a lot of fat quarters there, and I went and I was like, well, I need some more fat quarters of these colors that I'm searching for. So let me show you the fat quarters that I found. And this store, So Special store, they have a better selection of designer fabric there. So I found this purple polka dotted. I found this one. It's like a lavender, diamonds. Here's another purple polka dotted in a different shade. So when I put them up against my other, and I didn't take these with me, so I was hoping that they would match pretty good, but I think they do. Let's see. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not this one. Maybe not this one. But we'll see. We will see. And then I found this yellow polka dotted. These are all from the same line, all same basic. So that's what I found for the LSU quilt. And these fat quarters are $3.25. So 25 cents more. And then I found these orange ones for my daughters. I found this one. This is a Riley Blake. This is a, what do you call it? A Lori Holt. That's what this one is. And I found the orange one to that polka dot. And then this one. It's got black lines in there. Black lines. And then I also found some fat quarters that were on clearance or on sale for $2. and they have them rolled up. The ones that are $2, they have them rolled up. So let me unroll them. So here's a yellow with dark mustardy yellow polka dots. I found 2 of those, so I picked those up for the LSU quilt. And then I found this one in there. It's fall leaves, and the leaves are orange. I thought that would be pretty cute, right? A different kind of print. We'll see how it looks. If I don't like it, I don't have to use it, right? Let's see. You like it back. There you go. So I found that. And then in the clearance, because I always got to go to the clearance section. In the clearance, they have the bolts. And I don't know if I'm going to use this one because I just realized what they are. They're ojos. I think it's a Halloween line. And they're ojos. So I don't know. That's kind of creeping me out. But look at this one. I'm thinking I might end up going back to get more of this one because this could possibly be a border fabric for my daughters. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? This is an Allison Glass piece. This was not on clearance. But I only got 1/4 of a yard because I wanted it. It was so pretty. This one, 1/4 of a yard. This came out to like $5.99, I think. For just 1/4. But isn't that beautiful? Too bad her mascot's not butterflies. That's another thing, mascots. When I made my daughter's quilt, her mascot were pirates, Southwestern pirates. And I found this really cool black fabric and with grayish pirate skulls and pirate ships. It looked like the black pearl and going through the fog, right? It was pretty cool. And I bought that and I used that for the backing of her quilt. So I'm thinking the backing for this LSU quilt could possibly be a tiger print. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. And then, but the backing for my daughter's quilt, the orange and black, her school decided, I don't know why they did this, but so she goes to a college called Lewis and Clark College, right, in Portland, Oregon, and their mascot are the pioneers, which fits because that's what Lewis and Clark were, right? They were pioneers. And so they had this mascot of a man wearing I think it was like a hat, with the tail. What is that? Oh my gosh. Not a squirrel tail. Is it a squirrel tail? I don't know. Anyhow. For some reason, they decided to change their mascot in her senior year. So now their mascot, they are the River Otters. The River Otters. Now, the student body got to choose between 8 different ideas. Well, the student body got to give ideas for a new mascot. And then they voted. And so the River Otters won. So I'm like, what do I put in the back for her quilt? Should I put chuck wagons on the back and then a strip of river otters, or half chuck wagon, half river? I don't know. We'll see what I come up with. Anyhow, that's what I got. Oh, and then when I was paying, they have all their Villa Rosa patterns there, and I really like the Villa Rosa patterns. I don't know, they're short, simple, and to the point. And I found this one, Peking duck. And I was laughing at it because it's Peking duck, but then look, aren't those owls? Those are what is that lady from Australia, what's her name? Tula Pink, isn't that her owls, right? And then I started thinking that I have duck fabric that I got from a soya mystery bag because I used to buy those. So yeah, when I was building up my stash, I would get the mystery bags from. So yeah, they're good mystery bags. Especially when they would have them on sale. The mystery bags, like $40 a mystery bag. And I'm trying to think, where would that fabric be, so I can show you, because I thought that maybe I could use this, because I thought to myself, what am I gonna do with this duck fabric? And I thought maybe make a bag out of, maybe make a bag with it, because it's not like it's like bad, ugly, old fashioned duck fabric. It actually is pretty cool duck fabric. I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna put you on pause because I know you're gonna want to see it. Let me put you on pause. I found it. Here it is. This is that duck fabric I was telling you about. See, it's not too bad, right? I think it's pretty cool duck fabric. The only thing is, now that I'm looking at it, the way that the duck fabric, the way that it's going, it's with the fabric instead of like this. So I don't even know if these pieces, if this is going to be long enough to fit in those rectangles. And I got, and that, and it had two strip in that bag. It had two of them. I think one is longer, bigger, wider than the other. But then I started thinking, who would I give that duck? Who would I give that duck quilt to if I made it, right? If I did that. Anyhow, it was $2. I couldn't pass it up. It made me giggle. It brought joy to me at that moment. And isn't that what quilting is all about, right? Bringing joy. It's therapy, right? Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for hanging out. Sorry if I babbled a lot today, but I don't know. I like to, right? So sew something. It's great therapy. Bye.
K-Money, K-Money.
K Money Quilt.